Hey everyone, I am back to chit chat with you for another round of Wednesday Work Wisdom, and we are going to talk about what applicants should expect from their potential employers. And this should help you if you are looking for a job now or even in the future. This should definitely help you with what types of questions that you should ask and refine your types of questions that you ask in your interviews. And this is important because, for those of you that tend to ask the same questions and then you start a job and you realize, I don't like this so much, or maybe this isn't for me, or maybe I didn't think this isn't what I thought it was going to be. This is something that may help you because you want to make sure that you're on the same page and that your values and your goals are on the same page with the potential employer. So let's go through some things real quick. Let's review some of these. First one, always the most important one too, is an employer's reputation. And this is never up for grabs. This is super important. I can't emphasize this one enough. This can literally make or break it for most job seekers because no one wants to work for a company that has a poor reputation. And I mean no one. So if a company has a poor reputation, it's definitely going to make an uphill battle for them when it comes to recruiting and hiring. But it's also going to make an uphill battle for you when it comes to fitting in, because you are probably not going to feel comfortable. Maybe there's something in the past that's sticking out, maybe a lawsuit, maybe something with a client, maybe something in their finances, you never know. But this is huge. This is a make or break. So you always want to make sure that you're on par with whatever is in the reputation. A company's stability. And this is really important right now, especially during COVID, because when we talk about this, we talk about even financial stability. And this is definitely at the top of the list because no one wants to go through the job search, take a job, and then be laid off a couple of weeks or a couple of months later. That's not even remotely funny or fun. So, if somebody's going to commit working for an organization, they want to be committed there for at least a few years, not forever, but at least a couple of years, and not have to worry about a layoff. So this is huge. So you're going to want to uncover whatever their stability is. So, do your research there. You want to look up whatever annual reports or whatever you can find there and ask them questions. Ask them questions too about their clients. And this is important too. Their clients and their customers. Maybe they have some big name customers or clients that they could share with you that they don't have any NDAs protecting. And that will kind of give you an idea too around their financial stability. Because if it looks like they're having issues getting new clients or closing deals or things like that, then that could be a red flag. So think about that too. Salaries, benefits, perks, flexibility. This is obviously a no-brainer because everyone wants to be valued and everyone wants to be paid fairly, equally, and, compensated well. No one wants to be taken advantage of. And everyone wants to know that there's something more there for them. And flexibility is huge right now too. So what can be provided for that? What can be provided for your skills, your talents, and your abilities? And how can they do that well? And make sure it's fair. And, is there always room for negotiation? This is another big one for my clients because if there's not room for negotiation, sometimes that's a make or break too. Opportunities for growth and development and advancement. And advancement's big. And I say this because potential employees don't want to feel like they're going to be stuck in the same role for forever. They want to know that there's room for growth and that they're going to be invested in and that they're going to be looked at as someone who is serious in, is a thought leader and someone who knows what they're doing. So they'll want to see if a company promotes and hires within so that you can advance in the future. You don't want to be stuck there forever doing the same thing 5 years from now. That's boring. Values and culture. This is huge. So potential applicants want to know if they're going to be a good fit with the company, with their values and their culture. And this plays into also fitting in with potential coworkers. Will you fit in with other people? Will you fit in with what they believe and what they strive for? Do they have any social responsibility? Do they strive for any causes that you believe in? Do they contribute to anything that's happening now? Some of these things are really important to people. So you want to think about, what's it like to work there? What's the day-to-day like? What are potential challenges? What are some potential opportunities? And again, your potential coworkers. This is huge. Management style. Because this can also really make or break, because some people don't like to be watched over all day long. Different approaches obviously work for different people, but by the same token, it can be hindering and cause some issues and some stress. Like I said, some people don't like to be watched over. So it's important to find this out early on. Is someone going to be staring over your shoulder all day long and you don't like that? You're not going to be happy working there. Back to the potential coworkers. This is a good strategy. Some job hunters will scan LinkedIn searching for people who work at the company, and they'll look at a few of the profiles and give them some information about the kinds of people who are employed there. And it could help potential employees network with current or former workers and learn a few things. Ask a few questions from them too. In response to reviews, and this can even be negative reviews online, because some of those can even be more damaging than obviously the positive reviews, and how someone can respond to that shows a lot about them. Shows a lot about their empathy, and it shows a lot about who they are. So that's really important. So plenty of websites will give employees or potential employees a chance to submit these company reviews. We know about Glassdoor, things like that. So you want to look, does the business ignore them? Do they respond to all of them? Do they say nasty things? What happens there? You want to gather all of this information. And think about that when you're putting together your questions when you're going for your interview, instead of asking the same questions over and over and over again if they don't work for you. So you want to keep this in mind when you search for your next role, when you formulate your questions, and as you're going through the job search process. And always remember, if you're having trouble landing your next role, if you're having trouble getting through the interview process, if you're having trouble getting from the interviews to landing your next role, please don't hesitate to reach out and ask for help. I'm here to chit chat with you and to go through what might be working and what might not be working. And I'll leave a link for you, and you can always schedule and book a call and come talk with me. And my door is always open. You can always send me a message too. Send me a DM. I answer them all myself. I answer them all myself. So you will get me. And follow my content. You can follow my pages. And if there's anything I can do, I'm here and I'm happy to help you. And I'm glad you all joined today, and I hope to hear from anybody soon. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments, send me a message, send me an email, and reach out however you feel comfortable. And I hope everyone stays safe, stays healthy, and continues to stay well and take care of each other. And we will get through it all day by day. Talk to everyone soon. I'll be back, hopefully next week.